Hello and welcome to We Learn. This is session 6 of Business Policy Strategies for a Multinational Company. Topics to be covered: multinational corporation, benefits of MNC, limitations of MNC, business strategies for MNCs, techniques employed by MNCs to manage the market, MNC, TNC and global companies. So yes, in this session we will going to discuss about the MNC. We will actually going to discuss about what exactly the MNCs and what are their benefits and their limitations, how MNC is different from TNC and global organization. If we talk about the MNCs, we all know that it is multinational company. The full form of MNC is a multinational company, and they are the multinational corporations, or we can say that they are the firms that is structured in such a way that the business is conducted across the several countries. जब बहुत सारी countries में widespreadly distribute होता है, at the same time it is organized in the global product divisions. ये globally एक product में एक globally division अपने आप को division wise होता है. So in that case, yes, this is multinational company. So what exactly the slide is mentioning to us? It is saying it is business organization that has its facilities and assets in more than 2 countries other than its home country. The purpose of being to be successful, manage production and deliver the products and services. तो मल्टीनेशनल कंपनी जो है एक बिजनेस है, एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है जो कि अपने एसेट्स को और अपने फैसिलिटीज को यूज करती है, और वी कैन से दैट विद द हेल्प ऑफ दैट फैसिलिटीज एंड देयर एसेट्स दे कैन सर्व मोर देन 2 कंट्रीज. But these 2 countries are not the home countries of that multinational corporations. That is why other than its home country वो country होती है जहाँ पर हम लोग ये कह सकते हैं कि basically home country are those areas जहाँ से वो belong करती है, जहाँ से वो organization belong करती है. So for example, all Indian organizations have a home country which is India. So that is what कि India के अलावा अगर 2 countries में उनका business है तो the company is multinational company. The purpose being to successfully manage production and deliver the product and services. तो ultimate purpose हर multinational organization का वो होता है कि वो किस तरीके से सेटल डाउन करेंगे, किस तरीके से सर्विस प्रोवाइड करेंगे, एंड यस दे वर एबल टू मैनेज द सक्सेसफुल प्रोडक्शन and deliver better goods and services. So during the early stages, the international business was conducted in the form of enterprises that was owned individually or in the partnership. So yes, this is true. International business was considered as the main form of, or we can say that the main business जिसके थ्रू एक कंपनी जो है अपने आप को एक ग्रोथ स्टेज पर लेकर आ सकती है. If we talk about the multinational corporation originated, so yes, it is basically originated in the 20th century. After that, considering that yes, we need to grow, we need to serve into the different areas, we have to consider in the different areas. So yes, during the early stages, the international business was conducted in the form of enterprise that was owned and individually in the partnership. So that is why this is mentioning in the slides that it is what the organization actually looking for how to grow, and need of capital was always very increased. एक हम लोग need of capital हमेशा rise रहते थे, and yes, at the same time corporations begins to displace the private firms. So that is the main role of the MNCs. If we talk about the MNCs enterprises or MNCs corporations, so yes, they were the enterprise operating in the different countries, but it managed from one home country. ये एक feature हम कह सकते हैं. These are the extra points which add the value of a multinational corporation in the mind of the learners. So in that case, yes, MNCs is the enterprise. ये अपने आप में एक enterprise है which is different from the countries, but yes, is managed from the home country. तो ये home country से manage की जाती है. At the same time, the main company which controls other business unit from the home country is called the parent company. So now what is parent company? वो main company जो कि control कर रही है बाकी business units को. जैसे we take the example of the Indian company, that Indian company is the parent company of all those countries जो कि different country में जाके खुली हुई है. Then the other countries where MNC operate are the host nations. जिस भी एरिया में या जिस भी बाउंड्रीज में कंट्रीज में जाके एक बिजनेस परफॉर्म किया जा रहा है वो होस्ट कंट्री होगी. So there were the two countries exist. One is home country, another is host country. So MNC normally function with the headquarters based in the one country and other offices in the other countries. So it is what कि जितनी भी functioning level work होता है that always happen in the headquarter, but the other works and other offices are comes into the other countries. So in that case, yes, we can take the examples कि किस किस तरीके की MNCs होती हैं, इस चीज़ को ध्यान में रखते हुए. There were the company like Coca-Cola who was performed as MNC, the Nike, McDonald's, Nestle, Unilever, Honda, Walmart. So these all are actually the companies जो कि MNCs में काम perform MNCs की तरह perform कर रहे हैं. So the common model of MNC is the positioning of headquarters in one country and production facility in those in one company. So कभी-कभी that sometimes it's happening yes the companies उनका जो common purpose या common reason होता है to bringing out the MNCs what कि एक positioning तो उनकी main जो role है वो home country में ही होगा, but at the same time उसकी functioning जो है वो other countries में perform होगी. Production part बोल सकते हैं, जितना भी प्रोडक्शन एरिया होगा, जितनी भी फैसिलिटीज होंगी दैट इज फ्रॉम द अदर्स कंट्री और वन अनदर कंपनी. सो द मॉडल हेल्प्स द कंपनी टू टेक द एडवांटेज ऑफ प्रोडक्शन गुड्स एंड सर्विसेज. सो एक ये मॉडल एक्चुअली हेल्प करता है क्योंकि प्रोडक्शन एरियाज को हम लोग अलग अलग कंट्रीज के अंदर सेटल डाउन कर रहे हैं, कंट्रीज के अंदर उनको सेटअप कर रहे हैं. सो इस केस के अंदर यस प्रोडक्शन जो है कंपनीज की वो ऑटोमेटिकली बड़ी हाई हो जाती है. So in that case, that is why it is written that it is advantage of producing the goods and services in an area where the cost of production is lower, where the cost of production is actually lower. So organization, technical experts, personnel and strategies are usually transferred from one country to country. Yes. That's very obvious. This is the another benefit कि जितने भी technical concepts होते हैं, जितने भी personal concept होते हैं, we can say that जितनी भी strategies होती हैं, they all transferred वो एक country से दूसरी country में easily transfer हो जाती हैं. Yes, at the same time they help the other countries also to perform better. So that is what the main role of MNCs, or these are the certain things जो कि हमारी एक MNCs ideas को clear करती हैं कि what exactly the MNCs and how they actually performed. Yes, so now comes what is the features of the MNC company. अगर MNC company के features की बात की जाए तो सबसे पहला feature होता है grand size. Grand size is what multinational corporations are huge in size. They were actually huge. Their sales, assets and profits run into cross. Yes, at the same time they were mainly performing in terms of कि ये अपने आप में इतनी बड़ी होती हैं, उनके sales, उनके assets, उनके profits जो होते हैं they were actually into the crores. एक करोड़ level पे उनके जितने भी they were actually on a high level of profit, very high level of profit. So we can take the examples of any MNC company. Either take the example of Coca-Cola or take the example of McDonald's. They were those we can say that companies or organization जो कि plenty of profits generate करते हैं just with the help of multi areas production or multi areas of providing facilities and services. Another is international operations. International operations is what the activity of multinational corporation are spread over the many countries. The headquarters of the corporation is located in the one country and their branches are scattered in the different countries of the world. So in that case, yes, the main activity of multinational corporation is what spread over the many companies. बहुत सारी countries में जाके अपने आप को spread out करना है. At the same time, the headquarter of the corporation is located in the one country and the branches are on the different countries. So that is why it's an international operation. अपने आप में एक international operation हो जाता है because Companies are basically creating the branches which is called as subsidiaries also. So parent company is the main company जो कि उसे controlling power दे रही होती है. So another is centralized management. Centralized management is what the degree of control from the host country to the another subsidy. So the degree of agency cost can differ with the management styles of MNC. A centralized management style can reduce the managerial cost as it allows the managers of the organization to control the foreign subsidies and thus reduce the power of a subsidies manager. So in that case, yes, degree of agency cost, आपकी कितनी cost actually लग रही है to bringing out the agency rather than management style. So in that case, yes, एक centralized management style can reduce managerial cost. वो एक managerial cost को कम कर देती है. And yes, at the same time, it allows the managers of the organization to control the foreign subsidies also. So it reduces the power of subsidiaries managers. So एक subsidiary managers का जो role होता है या subsidiary managers का जो control होता है वो automatically minimum हो जाता है. That is the another thing. Then another is the transfer of resources. Yes, this is what the transferring of a resource, that technical feasibility is देना and the same time you can provide the resources feasibility. So इस तरीके की feasibilities provide करवाना एक country से दूसरी country में, that is what the transfer of resources. So the parent corporation of MNC transfer its technique, resources, raw material, managerial ability to subsidize the company operating in the other countries. Then another is varied activity, that is what the multinational corporations are involved in the different type of activities. वो हमेशा एक different type of activities में perform करते हैं. And the same time these corporations are engaged in the consumer goods industry, service sector, export oriented industries in the country. In terms of, yes, they are actually having to the various different activities. ये different activities में होते हैं और उनका main reason होता है to engage in that activity just to bring out the best and effective performance. Then yes, multinational ownership. This is what the share of MNC are brought and sold at the international level. So in that case, yes, अगर किसी तरीके का share distribution है या share contribution के part है तो उस केस में आप अलग अलग country में जहाँ perform कर रहे हो वहाँ पर भी आप अपनी sharing offer कर रहे हो. So in that case, yes, citizens of many countries have share in the capital of MNCs. MNCs के अंदर इनके share capitals होते हैं. So that is what the one of the reason of multinational ownership. Then another is multinational management. Multinational management is basically are managed at the international level and it is main as managing the board consists to the export of the different countries. किस तरीके से export करना है, किस तरीके से train करना है employees को to perform better, that comes into the multinational management, because itself is a very important activity. Then another is the huge financial resources. This is what the multinational corporations have a huge financial resources. The capital base is actually required in a very high term because as they will earn the profit of the MNCs are in the crores. So yes, the investment is near to about that. So that comes into the huge financial resources, and yes, at the same time advanced technology. Advanced technology is what the multinational corporation use the modern and advanced technology. So the research and development activities of developed department MNCs can perform better. So it can be, we can say that कि बहुत सारे advanced technologies research and development department के खुद होते हैं जो कि एक नई तरीके की inventions में काम करते हैं. At the same time किस तरीके के जो innovations और inventions हैं वो perform किए जाएंगे. So that comes into the advanced technology. So we can take the example of the Toyota, Ford. So जिनके खुद R&D departments हैं who are performing towards the betterment of the advanced technology. Then another is marketing superiority. In terms of, yes, multinational corporations have the benefits of marketing superiority because of well-reputed brands and international image and experiences of launching a new product in the different countries. In terms of कि आप किस तरीके से अपने कंट्री के प्रोडक्ट को दूसरी कंट्री में जाके लॉन्च करेंगे, एंड हाउ यू विल एक्चुअली गोइंग टू परफॉर्म ऑल दीज एक्टिविटीज. सो दिस इज व्हाट द मार्केटिंग सुपीरियरिटी. Then other is what are the benefits of the MNCs. So in the benefits of the MNCs was basically divided. The first benefit is towards the company, another is towards the nation. नेशन की तरफ क्या उसके हैं, कंपनीज किस तरीके से परफॉर्म करें. तो इन दो तरीके से इसको डिवाइड किया गया है कि व्हाट इज द बेनिफिट्स ऑफ कंपनीज एंड हाउ दे वर एक्चुअली सपोर्टिंग द नेशंस आल्सो. So the first company's benefit is superior technical knowledge. Superior, yes, every company have some knowledge about their specialization कि वो अपने आप में उनके पास एक knowledge होगी, specialized knowledge होगी ताकि वो आगे उसे further use कर सके. So that is why they use that superior knowledge to the in other areas, or we can say that in another country. So that is the first benefit. Another is large size of economy. Large size of economy in terms of they were actually serving into the different countries, and they were actually adding a larger sale portion into the gross national product of the many companies. So बहुत सारी कंपनीज में जब वो GNP में कंट्रीब्यूट करते हैं तो ऑब्वियसली दे वर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग टुवर्ड्स द लार्ज साइज ऑफ इकोनॉमी. Another is the lower input cost due to the large size. Large size की वजह से lower input of cost होती है, that means उन्हें बहुत ज़्यादा cost bear करने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. So that is why they were lower cost, and yes, at the same time the large size, because they were efficient enough and they knew how to bring about that self-efficiency concept. So that is what comes into the large input cost due to large size. Then ability to assess the raw material overseas, that means to bringing out the raw materials to the overseas. आप ओवरसीज मार्केट में भी ओवरसीज कंपनीज को हेल्प कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनके पास भी न्यू टेक्नोलॉजीज, न्यू रिसोर्सेज की अपडेशन हो रही है. दैट इज व्हाट द एबिलिटी टू असेस द रॉ मटेरियल ओवरसीज. एंड अदर इज एबिलिटी टू शिफ्ट द प्रोडक्शन ओवरसीज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द इट इज व्हाट ब्रिंगिंग आउट द शिफ्टिंग प्रोडक्शन इन टर्म्स ऑफ आप अपनी प्रोडक्शंस अलग अलग जगह पर अलग अलग फैसिलिटीज के साथ कर सकते हो. सो दैट इज बेसिकली व्हाट द MNC relocate their production facility to take the advantages of the lower labor cost or lower raw materials and other incentives offered by the host countries. So they can advantage of a lower cost by exporting the lower cost goods to the foreign market. So that is what the ability to shift the production overseas. Another is brand image and goodwill advantage. Yes, many of the companies, जितनी भी हमारी MNCs companies हैं, उनकी अपनी एक goodwill होती है, अपनी एक image होती है brand की. Because they were in that much of the good reputation. So that is why they further lead towards the brand images and goodwill. If you talk about the good image, good reputation, that good reputation could be created by serving the good quality, good value or good service to the countries. So in that case, yes, this reputation spreads to other countries through the export and promotion of acts to the goodwill or the brand image of the company. So it's automatically bring out the influence of the brand name to the another host countries also. The another is the information advantage. Information advantage in terms of कि it is always of rotating, जैसे कि एक टेक्नोलॉजी और एक अच्छे रिसोर्सेज जो हैं वो ओवरसीज मार्केट में जाते हैं, सेम एज the information is also flow. So in that case we can say that the MNC have a global market view which it's collect, analyze and process the in-depth knowledge of the worldwide market, and this knowledge is used to create the new product for the potential MNCs, and they have a good information gathering capabilities in all the aspects of their businesses. Another is managerial experiences and experts in terms of, yes, the MNCs function in large number in different countries stemly always. तो आप different countries से different skills और experts को hire कर रहे हो. So obviously it lies the how to manage it and how effectively manage them, how to bring out the proper expertise in that. So this is what the advantages of MNC towards the company side. Next is towards the nation. जहाँ पर ऑपरेट करते हैं, जहाँ से ऑपरेट करते हैं वहाँ के नेशन के लिए क्या क्या हेल्प करती हैं कंपनीज। सबसे पहले इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ एंड एम्प्लॉयमेंट। यस, एमएनसी कम्स अक्रॉस टू द कंट्री विद मोर अमाउंट ऑफ मनी टू इन्वेस्ट इन the countries, or we can say that they invest in the different nations. So the countries from where the MNC operate are called the host country. So it becomes the inward investment to the host countries. So this help in boosting the nation economy. So host country की जो economy है वो automatically boost up हो जाती है. That is the first advantage. Another is skills, techniques and quality human capital. That is what MNC brings with them new ideas and new techniques to improve the quality of production. So इसमें new ideas हैं, new techniques हैं, किस तरीके से quality of production को improve किया जा सकता है. So this is basically help in improving the quality of human capital also. तो वो human capital को increase करने में मदद करती है. Then another is ability of the quality goods and services. That is to bringing out the quality factors, that is production in the host country is aimed at export the market. So however, in some cases inward investments can gain inside the host country's market. And finally, the improvement in the infrastructure. Yes, they will basically help into providing the best infrastructure. So it is what they invest in the country from the production and distribution facility. What are the limitations of MNCs? एक MNCs की क्या क्या limitations हैं? When we talk about the limitations of MNCs, so सबसे पहले limitation है business risk. Yes, business risk automatically बहुत ज़्यादा high रहता है. It is subject to the, when we can say that the serious risk would always be there, like currency problems could be there, or we can say that the company is going to be dependent on the another country's economy, तो वो कितनी अच्छे से grow कर रही है. At the same time, company don't know about the all the factors of that particular country, so वो भी आगे एक problem create करती है. Then host country regulation. Host country regulation is what MNC operating in the different countries are subjected to numerous host regulations. These regulations vary from country to country and are useful different from home country, and that is why this is what the host country regulation कि वो at the end of day that MNC follows जो उसकी host country में regulations follow की जाती हैं उन्हीं regulations को follow करे. But they were performing into the different culture, they were performing in the different nation, they were performing in the different regulation, so that will probably lead to the limitation part. Probably वो एक suitability factor ना generate हो पाए. Then another is direct legal system. That is what the legal system of the country is different from each other. That is the same कि हमेशा एक difference रहेगा legal system के अंदर. So in that case, that difference create the problem for the MNCs. So MNCs operate under the different legal system of the different countries. So in some countries the legal proceedings are complicated and not be understood by the known nation. So in that case, some legislation can even prohibit a particular business activity. So that would be probably the regulations of your home country. So that comes into the direct legal system. Another is political risk. Political risk is what the host countries are sovereign entity, and it is actually have the political risk also, क्योंकि अगर एक कंट्री की गवर्नमेंट अनस्टेबल है और दे वर ट्राइंग टू चेंज एंड वेरी फ्रीक्वेंटली, सो एक प्रॉफिटेबल और वी कैन से दैट ट्रस्टवर्दी एनवायरनमेंट जनरेट नहीं हो पाता. Then other is operational difficulty. This is what the MNC work in the wide range of business environment, and it create the considerable operational difficulties. And yes, at the same time, they help. There are unwritten business practices and market conversations that exist in the host countries. So in that case, another is a cultural difference. That's just saying that business is performed into the another country, or probably that country having a different culture from that particular host country. So it may arise the issues and problems for the MNCs. So that comes into the culture difference. तो ये कुछ limitations हैं MNC की. That is business risk, host country regulation, direct legal system, political risk, operation difficulty, cultural difference. Now, what are the strategies for MNCs? Strategies of MNCs में बहुत different strategies use होते हैं, जिसमें सबसे पहले है globalization. Globalization, we all know that it is a process of integrating of a world community into the common economical scenarios, economical or social system. So we all know that कि एक one consideration के साथ, one factor के साथ, one world, consider world as a one community is the one of the concept in the globalization, one of the main concept. That is का ultimate purpose that to consider every country as in a part of the world, and yes, at the same time it is one market, it is one community. So in that case, yes, this is what the first phase of globalization is integrated the population of the world economy. That is what this is to bringing out. This is the first phase जहाँ पर आपकी the total population of world economy को calculate किया गया. And yes, at the same time, the advantage of this phase is to reduce the geographical inequality. जितनी भी geographical inequalities थी उन्हें खत्म किया गया. And yes, at the same time, by distributing the jobs and business operations are over the world. So in that case, yes, this is the first phase. So in that case, yes, the market equilibrium between the underdeveloping and developed countries is obtained by the currencies exchange rate. That means how the companies are actually performing in the market to bringing out the proper obligations. Then the government globalization scenario is basically being a systematic process. This is itself a very systematic process which progresses depending on the each country make market structures. The next is domestic country scenario. This is what the nature of doing a business in the domestic market is different. But the firm identifies its potential market, locates the available resources, hire, purchase, develop a market plan, and identify the retail outlet. That is what defines its potential market कि वो कहाँ locate है, कहाँ resources हैं, कैसे उसके hire person कैसे होंगे, how to develop the marketing plan and identify the retail outlets. So technology plans is one of an important part in the decisions making in the organization. So that is the one thing to be considered, that is domestic country scenarios. Then another is franchisee. Yes, franchisee is another kind of a strategy which utilize in the we can say that in the entering into the another country, or we can say that they are the techniques employed by the MNCs. So franchisee is all about rendering your name, rendering your method, rendering your trademark, or we can say that rendering your performance to the another country, that is franchisee. Franchisor basically has a large degree of control over the quality of a product. So the payment scheme in the franchisee is that franchisee pay an initial amount and a proportion of the sales and revenue of the franchisee's firm. If we talk about franchisee itself have a process of performing the task, process of bringing out that particular the trademark. So in that case, yes, at the same time degree of control जो होता है वो franchisor का ज़्यादा होता है on the quality of product कि किस तरीके की qualities बन रही हैं, किस तरीके की, that means the quality of control is more. At the same time, the payment scheme होती है, that could be that person has to give the payment or charges to the organizations, whether by the advance or with the proportion of advance plus the proportion of the sales and revenues. So franchises comes with their needs to make these slight changes and adaptations in the standardization product. Basically, franchises is rendering the name and rendering the method. So in that terms, yes, production method would be there. So जब एक production method provide होता है, तो that will lead the organization towards the standardization. Then other is the management contracting. Management contracting is what the management contracts are contract under which the firm rents its experts. यहाँ पर वो अपने experts को rent करती है. Yes, that expert would give the help and further assistance to the management function, and this method is often used in the foreign market with the new facilities which operation is in trouble. So it is what to bringing out the proper foreign market into with the new facilities. And as well as other problems are an increase in the potential competition as overseas capacities and increasing the new facilities. So bringing out the new facilities and increasing the new facilities is another concept to be understood. Then next is contract manufacturing. Contract manufacturing, what it is, basically the kind of a thing that the firm is entered into a market with the help of a contract manufacturing basis, that they have set up a contract with the local firm to provide the manufacturing service, जो उन्हें एक manufacturing service provide करवाएगी and जिसके थ्रू वो एक market में enter हो सकते हैं और अपने product को आगे मूव ऑन कर सकते हैं, आगे सर्व कर सकते हैं उस पर्टिकुलर मार्केट में. In one case, yes, MNCs enter into the full production contract with a local plant producing goods. So MNCs are basically enter into that case अगर वो किसी भी तरीके से contract manufacturing में जाती है. In other words, the MNCs enter into a contract with another firm to provide the partial manufacturing service. So एक manufacturing service के लिए when one organization is having a contract with other organization to enter into the market also, that comes into the contract manufacturing. Another is licensing. Licensing is what? When the organization actually take the license from the organization. So it is a process in which the grant of some time of right would be there. That means you were actually looking for the permission, you were actually looking for the certain kind of grants. So in that case, yes, in licensing, the licensee buy the assets of another firm. It is known as know-how or R&D. So उनकी assets को buy कर सकते हैं, and yes, at the same time the licensor grants these right exclusively to the licensee, और ये प्रोवाइड भी लाइसेंसी को ही करवाए जाते हैं. एंड यस एट द सेम टाइम द लाइसेंसर रिसीव्स द प्रॉफिट इन एडिशन टू द प्रॉफिट जनरेटेड फ्रॉम द ऑपरेशन इन द डोमेस्टिक मार्केट. सो डोमेस्टिक मार्केट से कितना प्रॉफिट जनरेट हुआ, यही चीज़ इसमें कंसीडर की जाती है. So in that case, yes, if there was a low investment, low risk alternative, that is useful option in the country where the regulation limited market entry or where the traffics may explore and or non-variable strategy. So this is what to bringing out the low investment part की किस तरीके की low investment strategies हैं, किस तरीके की low investments perform कर रहे हैं. At the same time, a licensing agreements give the authority to produce and sell their product for the specific product of the time in return. So in that case, yes, for the fee corporation located to the host country. So that comes into the licensing part. Then other is direct investment. What exactly the direct investment is? Direct investment is what when the companies that directly enter into the foreign market to bringing out the functioning part of any kind of activity. So in that case, here the firm invests directly with the foreign boundaries. At the same time, this is what the firms invest directly with the foreign boundaries and make the real commodity of its capital. So in that case, yes, at the same time commitment किस तरीके की है, आप direct investment करें, so obviously high risk बहुत ज़्यादा है, and the personal assets beyond the domestic fund would be one of the good things. तो capital भी अच्छी है उस फर्म के पास, personal factor भी अच्छे हैं, assets भी अच्छा है. So there was a chance कि वो market के अंदर directly enter हो जाए without taking help of any kind of intermediate or any kind of export or contracting part. So in that it is also be accomplished by an increase in the risk and involved in the production in the foreign market. So this is what the accompanied by the risk, high risk operating in the foreign country. So that comes into, and yes, in the direct investment, the return and risk are shared between the parents company. So वो automatically parents company में divide हो जाता है. So MNCs make a direct investment for the many reasons. Direct investment बहुत सारे reasons से हो सकता है. जैसे सबसे पहले है the first is to gain the access to the large market. Large market में आपको wide spread करना है business को, definitely they may go for the direct investment. Another is the second is to take the advantages of advantage of the cost differential in the overseas market that arise from the available economy of scale and perspectives of developing the country. In terms of this is what to bringing out the high or huge cost differential. जितने भी हैं उसे मिनिमाइज करने के लिए, एडवांटेज को ज़्यादा करने के लिए कॉस्ट को मिनिमाइज करने के लिए किस तरीके के स्टेप्स को लिया जाएगा. Then what is transnational corporation? Transnational corporation is what it is an enterprise comparing to the entity in the more than one country which operate under a system of decision making that permit the rational policies and common strategy. This is what the kind of transnational, which is into the one in more than one country only, और जिसका काम होता है decisions making at the same time bringing out the proper policies and common strategies. यहाँ पर आप common strategy और common rational policies भी use कर सकते हो. The TNCs and TNC does not specify the majority control. एक majority control को एक majority control नहीं हो पाती TNC में. Yes, at the same time it is possible for an enterprise to be associated of more than one TNC. तो एक से ज़्यादा TNC के साथ associate होने भी it's a kind of a thing for the company. So enterprise is treated as the associations of the parent company that has the highest percentage of ownership, जिसकी parent companies की जिसमें उसकी highest cost भी हो जाती है. Then global company. Global company is what the companies are the firm that plans the activity of the global basis. जब ग्लोबल बेसिस पर उसकी एक्टिविटी परफॉर्म हो रही है, जब ग्लोबल मार्केट को कंसीडर किया जा रहा है एज अ वन मार्केट एंड यस ऑपरेटिंग इन द मेजर कंट्रीज और मेजर रोल में परफॉर्म किया जा रहा है. सो दैट्स कमिंग इनटू द ग्लोबल कंपनीज. देन अनदर इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन MNCs एंड TNCs. वी विल स्टडी अबाउट द MNCs एंड TNCs. अगर MNC की बात करें सो दे आर द फर्म दैट हैव इन्वेस्टमेंट इन द अदर कंट्रीज. आप एक इन्वेस्टमेंट कर रहे हो, आप कंट्री में एंटर करने के लिए डिफरेंट तरीके की एक्टिविटीज परफॉर्म कर रहे हो. जबकि TNC अपने आप में कॉम्प्लेक्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है and at the same time they were investing in the foreign operations but they were more towards providing the facilities to that or providing the services to that particular host country. So that comes into the TNCs. अगर ग्लोबल कंपनीज की बात की जाए तो ग्लोबल कंपनीज आर कंपनीज दैट हैव इन्वेस्ट एंड ऑपरेट इन मेनी कंट्रीज, जो कि एक से बहुत ज़्यादा कंपनीज में ऑपरेट करते हैं. और वी कैन से दैट देयर वर फ्यू कंट्रीज लेफ्ट in the world to bringing that global company there. So there are the importance in orient quantity and cost management. In terms of there were the quantities like the quantity and cost management kind of decision making we have. So that comes into the difference between TNC, MNC and global company. So yes, this is all about for today's session. There are a few questions which you have to do it yourself. First says what is MNC. You have to explain that MNC's part, that what exactly it is. And then the another question is describe the technique used by MNCs to manage the market. Market management के लिए yes, at the same time there were the n numbers of technique like licensing and yes at the same time warehousing, the proper positioning, contract manufacturing. So ये सारी इसकी techniques हैं जो further help करती हैं organization को to perform. So yes, this is all about for today's session. We are winding up here. Thank you so much. Happy learning, everyone.